All because people like plastic.
Yeah.
It's all about that plastic. There's buttons over here.
Don't touch the button.
I like to touch the buttons.
I don't know if they're gonna. Please don't.
Touch.
Please don't touch the button.
He has a stream deck over here.
Please don't touch the button.
Welcome back to FabFaM. Oh, and he talks.
Wow, he interrupted our interview. Can you believe this?
Yes,
We're just trying to do an intro.
Are you drunk?
We're just trying to do an intro and he talked.
I don't think either one of them know what they're here for, but I know what we're here for. We're here to talk to a man who has a very common name. It's very interesting, I find that. But also, he did some things with some other things and some people. We're going to talk about that. And
this is the worst intro I've ever heard in my life.
He
So
doesn't even
anyway,
know
we'll just get straight to the point about this is the new FabFam series. We are going to try and do this unedited. We're going to try and keep the time frame down like always, just so you guys stay engaged.
What is in that
I don't
bowl?
believe that. What?
What is that?
What's in the bowl, bud?
Drinking.
Oh, I'm just pre-gaming. Well, I guess it's not pre-gaming anymore since we're live, but you know.
Pre-gaming what?
Do what
are
you gotta do.
Are you
Whiskey.
drinking milk?
No, that's his whiskey.
Whiskey?
No, that's my whiskey. This is just water, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'm not drinking two different alcohols. I'm not a monster.
That's super weird.
That would've been a little weird
That's
to
awkward.
mix. That's
Anyway,
okay.
so
Oh, we're here. We're going to interview John. And we're going to talk to John because John did some things. And
you already said all this. Just let the guy talk.
No.
No, he interrupted us. Now it's his turn to talk, though, actually.
Hey, John, you want to talk?
Yeah.
It is? Yeah, hi. I'm John.
Hi, John. Welcome to the group.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we really excited to have you on the channel. We got some fun stuff to talk about. Like I said, we realized that a lot of our videos are more fun when they're just candid and touching things and unedited. So that's what we're shooting for today.
Touch more things. What? I'll stop interrupting.
So anyway, we're here with John. So John, why don't we talk about? Do you remember how we met?
Oh, you
I
and
do.
I met?
We met at the Pro Tour in May of. Oh man,
Wow,
years are hard when
you're
you've
trying to
been
go
drinking.
months and years, bro?
2022.
Oh,
2022.
We met in New Jersey.
You could have just said Pro Tour New Jersey, yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pro
Yep.
Tour New Jersey.
Yeah, we
So,
met in New Jersey.
I think we met right after I scrubbed out of day one.
Oh, nice.
So.
And I was probably peddling our business cards, right?
You were, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
That was a
I
fun
was shocked you wanted to talk to somebody who scrubbed out of day one.
We like the scrubs.
Oh, don't worry, that's not why you're here.
We like the scrubs.
That's fair.
So tell us.
Then I remember we ran into each other on day 3 of the Pro Tour in a sealed event, and I'm pretty sure I curb stomped you.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I'm very bad at this game. But thanks for reminding me. That's great.
I can
You're
vouch
welcome.
for that.
Anything to make you feel good.
He is pretty bad at the game. I can vouch for that. You'll see that later. Kirby.
Oh,
I don't like you at all.
I'm sure he's improving.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself. How you're engaged with Fab. What do you do with Fab? What do you got going on?
So I've been playing Fab since the week after the pre-release for Monarch. So I think it was supposed to be the release the week after, but that didn't happen because of shipping delays in our area.
Oh, that stinks.
So that sucked. But yeah, I've been fairly involved a little bit in the cosplay community, and then I go to MinMax a lot. My buddy Peter owns it, so shout out to MinMax.
Yeah, there you
Gotta
go.
always plug them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have a shirt.
No, for the most part, I'm a judge. I'm a player. Working on getting my L2, hoping to get that finished up within the next couple weeks.
Sweet.
And then, judging a bunch of events this summer, and hopefully I'll be able to qualify for Nats next week.
Heck yeah, dude. Good luck. What are you taking? Is that Secret Spice or what you got?
Probably
No,
Secret
nothing
Spice.
too secret. It's a draft, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
No CC events yet for me. Levia needs her new cards.
I'm actually participating in my first, Battle Hardened?
Yes.
And that is sealed. So I'll be doing that in Pittsburgh next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yes. So that's the first official event I've ever played in. I've done side events.
Yeah.
But, this is the first event that I'm actually competing in. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've
Yeah,
no
that
idea
should be a good one.
No idea what I'm doing, but it should be fun.
You'll be fine. Just take the good cards, put them in your deck.
Okay.
Don't have too many over 30, and you'll be fine.
Oh, see, the problem is I don't know how
that's
to
the secret
evaluate
spice.
cards, though.
I put 40 cards in my.
So red cards are good usually.
That
Yellow
wasn't true
cards
with
are bad.
Icelander.
And blue, just make sure you have 8 to 12 depending on the deck you are running.
I think I'm gonna win right now. He just gave me like literally all I need to know.
He did.
Fantastic.
He gave you
That's
everything.
fantastic. Now all I gotta do is
10-second teaching.
now all I gotta do is get good at draft. So when I clearly make it to the top 8, I can win that too.
You know. You
Oh,
only
so
have
here's the
like
key on draft. If you don't know how to draft,
Uh-huh.
you just draft all the really good cards, no matter what the class is, and you ruin the draft completely, and then it evens it completely. So
What's your deck? 25 cracked bubbles.
I might not win, but you're all gonna have a bad time.
Y'all say I divert off the topic.
But this is on topic. We're talking about Fab.
He did stuff and things. John,
What?
we met you
Are we moving on
in New
already?
Jersey. But we recently hung out with you again in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's
Wait a
true.
second though. Weren't you at another event we were at? Were you at Worlds?
No, I couldn't go to Worlds. I was on the other side of the
Columbus?
states, cousin's wedding, so that was a bummer. Wedding was great, just
Well, that's
a bummer
good.
not being able to play Fab.
Did you go to Columbus?
You know,
It's where
No.
we've been at. Really? Was that really only our
Wait,
second event then?
Did you go to Nats in
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
I went to Nats.
Went to Nats.
Yep,
We went to
probably
Nats.
we
Which
hung out a
one?
little at Nats. I think
Charlotte.
is when we saw each other.
Charlotte. Oh, okay. There we go. I was like, I know
Yeah.
we've been to 3 events together. Yeah. So, you want to ask him any more personal things, or we're just like straight down to business that we don't care about him anymore?
Dude,
Well, that's
I
what you're
know.
doing. You're like pushing.
I'm trying to push you away from your diversion. Tell us about
Diversion?
your life. Any personal information you'd like to give out to the creepers who are watching and want to know all about?
My first car was.
Happily married, have a 4-year-old, have 2 corgis, and Magic is a terrible game, and you should only play Flesh and Blood. Is that how you do it? Is that how you
I think
tell
that was
it yourself?
perfect, actually. Yeah.
Not
no,
Who
positive.
said I was going to be
that wasn't
got me
controversial. You
beat.
just spoke facts.
He has corgis.
Yeah.
Corgis are cute. They have little corgi butts. Everybody loves corgi
It's true,
butts.
they do.
But
Yeah,
they're-
Ash is right up there.
They're hairy.
Yeah. Look. There's
Can't
this
point very good.
dog. Look at the dog.
They're hairy. And
Yeah.
they shed.
I'm diverting.
And they got tiny legs.
I'm diverting.
Tiny legs.
I'm diverting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're doing a really
Yeah.
great job of this interview.
Ankle biters.
We've got miniature schnauzer and miniature poodle. Like,
I also got a 60+ pound pitty. Oh, he's
did he respond?
he's on your bed.
Oh, get down. Cash, get down.
Oh, this
Wow.
is completely going off the rails.
Get down.
I'm all for this.
Get down.
So we don't allow
I
our
didn't even pause it
down.
to go off the rails. That's the best part.
Cash, get down.
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
Gosh.
So we don't
I didn't
allow
say come here. I said get down.
We don't allow our dogs on the bed. But we
we
literally
do.
looked
Oh,
over
you're already
it,
here.
and there's like a 60+ pound pitty laying
You're
on
already here.
his
Can
side of the
can you
bed.
fit your big fat head in here?
I don't
Big
think so.
head? That you just had to ruin the interview? Oh, there you are.
Oh, he didn't ruin the interview. He improved it.
Come here, you big head.
He's
Dogs are wonderful.
Look at it. Look, there's his big head. Oh, there it is. All right, you're blending in with the background.
go.
Yeah, I just see darkness. So, you know.
Unfortunate.
Oh, no,
You might have
don't.
seen a lip.
Yeah, please don't go that way.
You might have gotten a lip.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
So,
This is very distracting. Why do you do this?
yeah. All right. So sorry. For real. So
That
Baltimore.
was a dog.
That's visceral.
Yes. What about Baltimore?
So I feel like we got to see each other in Baltimore. I got to see you.
Oh,
I saw you guys a couple times.
Yeah. So
Pretty cool.
yeah. So let me
Plastic.
tell you a little story as
got a story?
to one of the biggest reasons that this guy is here right now.
Oh wait, does it have to do with me being short of breath?
It has to do with good deeds going unnoticed. And
Good deeds.
yeah,
Who
man.
does good deeds?
You.
I only do bad deeds.
No, you are the man right now. Let me just tell you guys right now that this guy right here, single-handedly, is responsible for currently 13,362 views, as well as 18 subs. This guy single-handedly responsible for that stuff
I
because
think it's.
he came up
Am
to
I
me.
though?
Yes, he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, got this thing. They're gonna let me play this deck against James White." And I'm like, "Oh, is it the deck? Yeah, come over. You really should record it."
Okay, so first off, I don't know why he's saying it like that because that's not how you. Kind of creepy
It's
and
literally how he
breathy.
sounded. He was like, "Got some information. You're gonna want to come record this."
Yeah, I talked with a real gravelly voice. Real gravelly.
I am Batman.
That was a terrible Batman impression.
I am a woman.
Where is she?
Anyways.
So John tells us that we should record this UPF match because something special is going to happen, and obviously we've met a few times, so I know he has the Rudy deck, and I'm like, is it the Rudy deck? And he's like, and I'm like, oh man. So I run over there. Of course, this guy doesn't wait for us.
No.
He doesn't wait. I like barely make it in time to record this video. He's like, oh, you should come record this, and then doesn't even wait.
Well, the problem is that
Unbelievable.
Everything waits on James White because he has a very busy schedule at the events, and I'm tracking James White on one side of the building, and he's diverting, and then all of a sudden starts like beelining, and I'm like, he's moving, he's on the move. You should probably go over there. He's walking.
I would like to point out, to be fair, I was getting pulled left and right by various judges. You know, we had to check in with Joshua Scott. Like, it was kind of a fiasco trying to get this whole thing to actually happen because it wasn't originally my idea. I just went up to him and said, hey, I want to play this. I don't care if I win anything, but I brought this deck specifically to play in this event. Can I play in the event? And then Federico, one of the judges there, the head judge actually of the event, goes, you're playing against James White in round one. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So if it hasn't been obvious to this point, he's talking about his Rudy deck, and it's fully graded PSA 9s and 10s, or is it 9s and 9.5s?
Half and half. PSA doesn't do 9.5s.
Okay, so it's 9s and 10s. Yeah. And so it's and it came back perfectly half and half. I believe. Perfectly
half and half. Well, technically there's more 10s because of the equipment, but in terms of the actual deck itself, it's half and half.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't catch on, all that is about the short that literally is because he told us to record it. Like, is doing phenomenal. It's increased our channel growth, and we're just so grateful. I'm just gonna get right to it. We will be sending you 2 good deeds don't go unnoticed in the mail.
You serious?
Yeah, for helping us with the channel. Like,
without you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, man. Without you, we don't have those views, we don't have those subs. So we truly appreciate you, and yeah. So we'll be sending those to you.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Those might be getting slabbed and thrown in the deck.
I have questions.
Can we just like back up for a second? So if people aren't aware, what we're talking about is that he played Rudy deck, fully graded, against James White in Baltimore in a UPF tournament, and that's where we're at. Okay.
Did you intend?
And it was an absolute disaster.
It was so bad.
So when you slabbed all these cards, was it to hope to get 9s and 10s, or just specifically to build a deck?
I mean, more to build the deck, but I was hoping in my heart of hearts that it would be roughly half and half, because the whole point of UPF is to have fun with your friends. It's casual, except they made this tournament and there was a really expensive card that was on the line. And
right.
Anyways, it's supposed to be fun, and I thought it'd be more fun is if at least on the first pass through my deck, if I didn't know if I was drawing an extra card or my opponents were drawing an extra card, and then that gives me the ability to not get killed because they're gonna be like, oh well, maybe I'll draw a card.
Yeah. So are you gonna play Visor and ruin that?
Well, the nice thing about Visor is you have to activate it.
Okay.
So. Okay. I could play it.
Okay.
And as long as I don't activate it every turn, I could just, start the game.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, let them draw some cards.
But late game, when I know what's left in my deck, I know when to activate it, and I can just be like, well, yeah, I'm going to activate it this time and draw a card.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not aware, the Visor gives the next card that you reveal off the top of your deck +1 grade. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it specifically states that the next time you reveal a card on the top of your deck, it is
1 grade.
Its grade level is increased by 1.
Yeah.
Is that the card?
I guess I could have
the one that has all the print lines all over it.
Horrible print lines.
I don't. You're probably gonna get a 5 on that one.
I was about to say, are you gonna
unless you got one that wasn't.
So I did get one from Rudy.
Of course you did.
I don't know if it was intentional because he's known about the deck for a while because I told him about it a long time ago.
In good condition,
once it came back, and I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. I like to pretend and think that it was intentional for him to send me one that's perfectly centered and unscratched, unmarred, in perfect condition in a top loader. But it also could just be complete and utter luck.
Yeah. Ours was marred all the
knows?
crap. Yeah. Ours was marred really bad.
Yeah,
It's got
most of
print
them
lines all
were.
over it.
I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
People have shown them to me. And
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was
like,
incredibly
oh,
disappointing.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and it's like we paid for it too. It wasn't like, you know, you bought a
Well, I paid
box
for
and
mine.
No, you know what I mean? Like everybody had to buy it. Like it wasn't something like, oh, the way it works out is you're getting this free promo card. It was no, the way it works out, you're paying for this promo card and it's marred. Like that's kind of jacked in my opinion. But
I guess technically I didn't pay for it since I did buy a Gem Keeper way back when.
yeah, so did we.
Yeah.
We bought two.
See, then you didn't pay for it.
Yeah,
it was free.
We bought two. We couldn't justify buying a second one though. After how bad the first visor came back, I couldn't justify buying another one.
Yeah, I just didn't buy a second one because I didn't have the money for it.
Well,
PSA
that
is
too.
very expensive to grade with.
I can
I'll tell
imagine.
you.
So saying that, would you mind divulging the approximate just value of that deck?
Well, I have no idea. According to PSA, it's about $8,500 because they value everything in the deck. So according to PSA, it's $8,500. Realistically, it's probably a lot less than that. But you know, PSA said it's $8,500, so we're gonna pretend like it's $8,500.
Good
Heck
God.
yeah, that's
Good.
sick. That's awesome. And that tell us a fun story about the deck making it to the event. Wasn't there a fun story about that?
Was there an issue?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is
Did
it
TSA
fun
get
when I
you?
have to reveal that I'm an idiot? I guess maybe.
Hey, remember when you said
Um,
you curb stomped me in that match we had? Yeah. Shut up and tell them how dumb you are.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I guess I do owe you for this. So me being the intelligent, smart one, I sort of left it at the front door of my house
Like outside or
and
inside?
realized
No, it was
it when
inside.
I arrived. Inside the house.
Oh, thank
Wasn't that bad. Left it next to my bags with the intention of putting it on top because I've been checked a lot because I have lots of graded cards or lots of plastic, and when that sometimes it'll flag and they'll make you open it up. So it's easier to have the item that could potentially flag you at PSA,
Right.
or not PSA,
At the PSA, yeah.
There we go. That's the alcohol talking. But you should really have that stuff on the top of your bag. Anyways, that was the intent. That's why I had it still out. I was going to put it on top after I put my toiletries and all that good stuff in my bag. But I didn't. So I got to spend $160 getting it overnight shipped because my wife is amazing. I was actually in a bit of a panic because I was literally bringing it just for the UPF event.
Uh-huh.
And that was like the main thing I wanted to do this weekend, other than help my friend Rachel with her cosplay contest, which she destroyed everyone in, which was amazing.
Amy got to help with that too.
But yeah, so full panic mode. Text my wife. I'm like, what the f- am I gonna do? Oh, excuse my language. YouTube's gonna flag the video
I'll
now.
bleep it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so much for not editing it. Now I have to put it. But it's a duck.
Yeah, now you can bleep
It's
it.
the duck sound.
See, it's perfect.
That's what it'll sound like. It'll sound like quack.
But my wife, being the amazing human being that she is, without hesitation said, I can overnight ship it to you.
Nice.
Before she even knew the price, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was probably shocked
She
by
didn't
the price.
really.
She was like,
she
I
wasn't really
made a
worried.
mistake.
She knew that this was the whole reason
That's
I was going, other than helping Rachel, and so it was.
What you're saying is the good
very
thing
nice of her.
promoting so to
Yeah. It looks like you
Yeah,
only
but
get
she
one
doesn't
buddy.
play Fab until we have a Beast Master type class, and specifically she wants more puppies, not just the one on the Taylor promo, but actual puppy cards.
Did you
like
win her a Taylor
You
promo yet?
summon dogs or something.
Did you win her a Taylor promo yet?
Not- That's a sore spot. I'd rather not talk about it. But you know, it always feels good when you're at the Pro Tour and you cosplay Bravo, and the Bravo that beats you, you know, he didn't apparently make his costume, so that felt good. That was before the rules where you have to make 70% of your costume.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The rules have 100% changed.
I didn't know that. That's really
reading
cool.
before Baltimore.
I don't
But-
plan on ever winning one because I'm definitely having someone make me one when a Goblin Hero comes out.
That's fair.
When there's a Goblin Hero, I'm just going to have somebody make me one. I don't need to win. I'm just going to be a Goblin everywhere. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting help on my next one, and there's no way I can personally make it because it involves some complicated things. So I am going to have to get help on it because I don't know how to make a gemstone that can float in my hand and sparkle. You know,
Yeah.
the one that looks like that.
John the Gem Keeper.
Specifically.
I like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
like it.
John, the old gem keeper. I like it.
I do like it.
So, so you forgot the deck, but how did this all even happen? Like, how did you even get approved to play the deck, number one, and then number two, get to play it against James White?
So I went up to Federico, didn't know he was the head judge at this point of the UPF event. I'm like, hey, who do I need to talk to be allowed to play this deck? And I whipped off the top, and he's like, no way, that's not, no. And he kind of stuttered a little and couldn't believe it. And I'm like, oh no, it's real. And he's like, I'm the head judge of the event. Give me 5 minutes so I can finish up this other side event, and then we're gonna go talk to some people.
Nice.
So then proceeded the craziest 45 minutes of my life, where I was actually finishing up an event, playing in another event while finishing that event, and also trying to get this deck approved. So it was a disaster. I had 2 events going, plus I was trying to get the deck approved. Somehow got it all done. That was amazing. But you know,
Who's Federico?
he
The head judge.
Federico. He was the head judge of the UPF.
He was the one in our
L2.
video.
Not
Musetti. No.
Okay. I was like, he plays Flesh and Blood and he judges?
No, he just makes art.
Oh. I got excited
Different
for
guy.
a second.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
Different guy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this is the guy in the video where he says, "Well, I'm the head judge, and I've been told I can approve it." So.
Oh yes, I remember him. He was super funny. Bless his soul.
Frederick St. Laurent. So.
There we go.
There you go. Shout out to that guy.
That would have been hilarious had you said the video. I was like, wait a second, he makes art, he plays.
And
he
so how
judges.
did so you got it all approved because he was the head judge and all, but like what made them decide to have you go up against James White?
Yeah, why James?
That was that was kind of his idea, actually.
Oh, cool.
Head judges. He looked at it and he's like, "We have to make you play against James White, but we have to make it a surprise." So I don't know how they did it, because they had to get he got the okay from, like, we were told, you got to talk to this person, you got to talk to this person, you got to talk to this person. There's like a dozen people we had to get it approved with, and they all somehow not only kept it secret, but obviously pushed it forward and made sure he didn't know. So when he slapped down Typanis and thought he was like, James was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna surprise everyone.
Right.
I kind of I guess stole his thunder a little.
Yeah, I'd say.
So from someone who does not understand, Typanis is not something that everybody has?
No, Typanis is the judge promo. He's the card that I wanted to buy, and then the guy was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go see what they're gonna give me, and then whatever they're gonna give me, I'll sell it to you for." And then he sold it to them. So,
Do we know who that was?
That was one of the feisty locals. I'm very about it.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, he's just a judge promo, so there's not a lot of them available. One is a standard version, and one's like a Marvel version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's just a judge given to judges only, and so you got to buy him. Yep.
Okay. I don't know a lot about
Well, if you still need one, I can probably source you one.
Yeah,
I know many judges that still have extras.
Yeah, I would.
So.
I would love one. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
get back
So
to you on that, but I'll
Sweet.
source you one.
appreciate that. So he forgot the deck. Then he got with the judges. Are you dancing to a song in your head? Got it approved with the judges. They thought it was a great idea to play against James White. What are some other questions that we had, like, in the comments that we could just address here in case people?
How did you feel about Rudy, like, hovering the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, in your bubble.
So for real quick, James White got on the horn with his lead guy
Joe,
and was like, "Yo, get a hold of Rudy. He needs to be over here for this now." And so Rudy came over. We actually recorded his reaction. I'll probably play it in this video because I haven't played it anywhere else. And Rudy came over and started recording almost the entire match over his shoulder. So
it was quite funny. It was James White to Joe. Joe, get Rudy. He needs to be here. Joe on the phone. Rudy, I don't know what you're doing or where you're at, but James needs you here right now. We're in the back corner. I can't tell you what's going on. James just needs you to show up. Can you show up? Okay, I'll meet you over there.
That's so cool. So cool. Yeah, so tell us, what was
That's
it like?
amazing.
What was it like playing against James White and having Rudy stare over your shoulder?
So playing against James White started as a little surreal, but then, he's just a cool dude.
Cool dude,
like,
right?
He's just he's a player like everyone else. Like, he's just a cool, down to earth dude that wanted to play fun games. And I may have ruined that a little bit for him, but hey, he wanted to play a fun game.
Yeah.
Rudy I've met before. He's a very cool guy, very chill, down to earth guy as well. Didn't expect to have him hovering over me the entire time, but that was kind of cool. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I forgot about everyone else because my goal in that match was to not lose to James White. Because I'd already beaten Chris Pierce that weekend.
Oh, nice.
And I wasn't going to lose to the other main person, the creator of Fab.
Right.
After, taking down Chris Pierce.
Nice.
Who I didn't realize it was Chris Pierce at the time until after the match. So that was fantastic.
Go ahead and ask it.
Chris Pierce.
One of the co-founders of LSS.
What does he even look like?
I don't think I've ever met him.
Tall, thin, New Zealand.
I saw him walking around, and everyone.
Is that the one that was in the back of our video when
nice
we were
guy.
recording Steven and I?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
And so when you see people around, you don't realize.
He's a very nice guy. Probably the I don't want to say best match because that's kind of it's tough. Like, I don't know what my best match was. I don't know if it was drawing with James or if it was my sealed match with Chris, because both of those games were just insane.
That's awesome.
They were, down to the wire. We were both playing, playing as hard as we could, going for the throat. But,
So think about it this way. Hold on.
He's a cool guy.
I realized, and I found something out during Baltimore. Think about it. He's having to play what we're playing right now, right? But when they get back to New Zealand, they're playing 2 releases ahead of us. They're testing. They're testing decks. James says they're about 2 ahead of us.
Okay.
Actual deck testing and fighting against each other. They're 2 decks ahead of us. So it's like they had to reset their brain when they come out into the real world and then play against us and be like, oh, I wanted to do...
I really wish I had this card that we developed in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's funny.
To be fair, they also have a huge advantage over all of us as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have a more intimate knowledge of the game. I don't care how good I am at judging. I don't care how good I am at playing.
Right.
They're always going to be ahead in terms of, how to play the game.
Absolutely.
Because they're always going to be at the forefront.
Right. So, if people aren't aware, that match ended in a drone lock. So basically that means that they could just both keep attacking each other until no one was ever going to win because they could both
drone of brutality.
Yeah. And what the
because
reason
me and James were
the
both
reason
running
John
4 drones.
Yeah, the reason John couldn't kill him is because he got a bobble thrown into his deck, or John would have had a chance to kill him.
That's right. I remember the bobble.
Yeah, I needed one more pitch in order to kill him, and the bobble screwed it up. And I forgot about the bobble because you couldn't see the bobble because I don't know if you guys...
It was graded cards, and then there was a standard bobble in the middle.
It's like a bobble. Just imagine a bobble in between this stack. You're not going to see it. You're going to forget about it. Yep. I mean, you can't even tell where it's at when you look at the side because these things are recessed. So it just looks like it's...
in the card.
You can't tell. It just looks like it's part of the card.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
Yep. So they ended up
tying... Because I was looking at my deck. I actually looked at it at one point, and I'm like, where's the bobble? And I'm like, I have no idea where the bobble is.
I've lost the bobble.
He actually illegally double drew the bobble.
No.
He actually illegally double drew the bobble.
And
James, he calls for a judge.
It was there.
And James White's like, this match has gone long enough. Just put it back.
Judge, drew too many cards because I forgot that.
James is like, no, just put it back, please. Let's finish the game. But yeah,
didn't finish technically.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. So he actually had to run off in the middle of the match to help her. What was her name again? Rachel.
Max Ferocity.
Yeah,
Rachel.
Max Ferocity
on Twitter.
Win the competition. So I sent Amy off because he was in the middle of the match with James, and I'm like, he's like, dude, I gotta leave. I gotta help. And I was like, no, Amy can help. Amy, go help. And I'm thinking it's just like, because she's a female and she needs to get dressed. No. It was because she brought 50 tubs.
4 humongous 50-gallon totes with wheels that won't roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they're so large that you don't fit places. So I'm carrying 50-gallon totes trying to walk where I can't see because I can't see through them and you can't see over them and I can't see around them. And it's the hotel staff's looking at me like I'm crazy. She didn't know who I was. It was kind of funny. I knocked and I was like, hi, and she's like, hello, who is it? I was like, costume help? And she's like, and then she starts apologizing. I feel really bad. I'm like, don't apologize. Like, there is nothing here that you need to apologize for. I just need you to tell me what to do. I am a worker bee. I work. And she's like, I just need these taken. You want me to take totes? You want me to like help you get dressed? Do I need to make you some coffee? Do you need a neck rub? And she's like, I just need the totes taken. I'm like, okay, I'll take the totes.
So anyway, John had to leave and in the middle of the match, and basically they just needed someone to fill in. I wish I would have said yeah. I just wish I would have just taken the seat. But anyway, Edwin.
Yeah, you could have easily taken the seat.
I know.
Why
I'm
did
so
you take
dumb.
the seat?
I'm so dumb.
strange at how
But so Edwin ended up going in. Doesn't like he knows the game ish, but doesn't. And so like I had to help him a few times. Like, do not get rid of cash in. Put that back in your hand. You know. But Edwin fills in for a few minutes. He's about to do something stupid, and I'm like, stop! John's back. Move.
Get out.
And then they end up drone locking, which was kind of garbage. But it's just
I couldn't believe I was still alive when I got back. I was like, oh, holy crap.
Yeah. Well, there was
I could still win this.
Yeah,
and
so
then there was a
a
bobble that I forgot about.
Yeah, there was a prism at the table that was next to James, but John couldn't attack him. And so they were trying to work together. It was funny, John and James were working together, and they're trying to tell this guy who's on...
Vinay.
Yeah, Vinay. I can't remember what hero he was on. It doesn't matter.
He was on our favorite guardian.
Oh, Yoji. Yeah. So he was on Yoji. And James White's like, please, let this attack go through. Let it go through. And he didn't understand that the judge, Typanis, is when someone's about to take lethal, you may redirect that damage. So they needed to knock Vinay down enough that they could attack
and redirect it,
to
at the prism.
Yeah. So John attacked him for lethal, and then James hit the prism with it, and they were able to. I believe Vinay actually ended up getting knocked out first. Then they knocked out the prism, and then they drone locked. So yeah. And people have asked in the video. They asked for the full video. I do not have it.
No.
Like I said,
I think
Rudy did record a large portion of it. But I don't know if he's ever going to post it. So if you want to see that match, message Rudy.
Yeah.
Some of the questions I had were, how do you shuffle the deck?
But Rudy doesn't even have the full match. He showed up halfway through it.
So how do you shuffle the deck? That was one of the questions we got.
Very loudly.
Yeah. But you care to elaborate?
I mean, pile shuffling is usually the best. It's hard to riffle shuffle, but I've been practicing, so I'm hoping I can debut a riffle shuffle with it. It'll probably only be like 3 cards at a time, but still a riffle shuffle.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
So riffle shuffling. People were concerned about you knowing the numbers on top, and I said this is not the deck's not even legal in any format. He's doing this for fun. So even if he could remember the numbers, he's not going to, because that would defeat the purpose of the deck. It's a meme deck that's not legal in any format. So
so people understand. If you can even see this, I might be. There's a unique. There we go.
There you go. Yep.
See that code? There's a unique QR code and a code.
Yep.
If you think I can remember a special 8-digit code for all 40 of these cards, or the unique version of each QR code, you're high as shit.
For real, you got way too much time on your hands.
I'm not that smart.
Yeah, so I think the riffle shuffling was a question, or the shuffling was a question. The concern about the him knowing all the cards, and I can't think of anything else. I think people were just super excited. They're either super excited or they tried to bash Fab, and I just responded with kindness, and I got kindness right back. So it's really cool. Like, you can either take offense to a comment, or you can try and engage that comment further.
Right.
And luckily, I had like 3 or 4 that were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Well, actually," and they're like, "Oh." So it was a really cool just experience for me to get negative comments and like have to use my brain and respond in a kind way rather than just reeing back at them. So that was really cool. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of follow up on how that whole deck experience was. For people that had any questions or wanted to see the man behind the deck, and tell you that you're getting those 2 good deeds promos, and just thank you so much for the insane amount of views.
Right.
And
it keeps going. Like, what?
It's still going. It's a literal rocket ship. Like, normally a YouTube video goes like this. It goes up and then it kind of flatlines. You'll see like a little wave. This thing is seriously like this. It's just continuing to go straight up. I think we're almost at like 1,000+ views a day on that video. And our top short before that was, I think, 1,500, and it was us revealing our playmat.
Yes.
So like to have a video, it's currently 13xing our best video, and it's gotten us 18 subs. And so without you, that's not possible. And you helped grow our channel, so we can't think of a better way than just to at least give you a little something back with good deeds don't go noticed. And hopefully people have learned a little bit about you. I know we did a lot of rambling. The best part about this new series of FabFaM is we're not going on script anymore. We have an idea of what we want to talk about, and hopefully we get it all. If we don't, tell us you want to see them back, and we'll do another video where we ramble some more and forget some other questions. But
scripts don't work for me anyways.
Our videos are just better unscripted. They're funnier. They're more real, who we are. And I think we're at like 40 minutes, so I missed the 30-minute mark, but that's okay. That's all right.
Hey, just means you have to edit more.
I'm not editing. No, I'm
There's
putting in a few quacks.
Shit.
I'm putting in a few quacks like right there.
We're not at 40 minutes.
Yeah, how many times do I need? How many?
We started.
How many quacks do you want in this video? Because I can curse a couple more times if that helps.
No, yeah. I think we're good.
No, we're good. But you're gonna cut off a lot of this because, or the beginning, because we started recording before.
Oh, we did start recording a little early. Maybe we did hit.
Yeah, you did. You did record me. You did record me pre-gaming quite a bit. So
you never did explain that bowl. Can you please explain that bowl before we leave? What is this thing?
Oh,
you called it a what?
It's my mother-in-law got it for me. It's a Scottish friendship drinking cup.
That is so cool.
Are you saying we're friends?
Yeah, he only drinks because we're friends. Yeah.
Oh, we're
exactly.
friends.
I'd offer you some, but you're not physically here. So the whole point of it, though, is you hand the cup to them with two hands, and you see if they take it with two hands or with one hand.
There you go. See, look. See that power of editing? I just took it with two hands off.
Oh my gosh. So we must be friends then, because if you took it with one hand, you could be stabbing me. That was like the whole thing.
That's cool.
You can't stab somebody if both your hands are right here.
That's nice.
So
interesting.
That is neat.
That's
all right.
That's the abridged version of why that's a thing.
But I think we covered all the Rudy stuff.
I need to know. Do you plan on going to work?
If things line up properly, yes.
We want to go so bad. James White, please announce this so we can go.
Are you going to go to Nats in Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah, nice. I'm most likely going to do that. Either judging, hopefully, or if I'm qualified.
Yeah, we don't know if we can afford both.
We'll see what happens.
We don't know if we can afford both, and we'd rather do Worlds. So hopefully we get to go to Nats, but at the end of the day, it will be the first Nats we've missed because we've been to Orlando and Charlotte.
Yep.
So this will be the first Nats we miss. If we have to miss it, so
it's just so far away.
Hopefully we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can figure it out and go.
Every year, so I don't want to miss this, and if that means I have to miss Worlds, I have to miss Worlds, unfortunately. This is a little more important just because I need to keep my streak going of making day 2, getting to 7-2, and then completely cratering. So it's happened twice now. So I gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, well there you go. I'm glad you cratered so you could play events with me at and curb stomp me.
Yeah. Well, that was the Pro Tour.
Oh, okay, good. All right. I couldn't remember.
I didn't crater at that. I just played Levia in a field of Starvos and got walloped.
Pink doesn't play Levia very well either.
But anyway, so for us, we're just plebs that play side events. We haven't qualified for anything, so for us, Worlds is more of an experience than just going to Vegas would be for Nats. So that's where our...
And plus, my God, Vegas in August?
Oh, it's going to be hot.
I'll pray for you.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be
I'm not looking forward to that.
Right. But anyway, I think we covered all the Rudy questions. I think we covered a little bit about John. Is there anything else you'd like to tell people? If not, just tell them where they can find you. And those stuffs and things.
Stuffs and things.
Well, I'm really bad at social media, so you're not going to find me anywhere.
But if they wanted to...
I like to keep my life mostly private, but if you want to, I am on Twitter.
There you go.
Hold on.
Oh.
JON54PL.
Oh,
yeah. Do you guys know what my Twitter handle is? You're more than welcome to tell them.
I'm pretty sure it's JON54PL.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah. The PL's for powerlifting because I'm a powerlifter in my off time.
There you go. And the 54 is because you're 54? Let's see.
Yeah. Well, I act like I'm 90 though. No, 54 is my old hockey number before I blew out my knee.
Oh, sick.
So
Yeah, there he is, John 54PL. Yeah, there's the guy. There's the guy with the stuff and the things. Sweet. Yeah, so check him out on Twitter. He's never there, but I mean, he might talk to you. You never know. Anything else? Anything else you can think of?
No.
And I actually look at my phone.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I have any more questions.
All right. You got any questions for us before we leave?
No.
Good, because it's
I'm
not
good.
your interview.
Thanks for having me on.
No,
Thanks
man.
for having.
Thanks for
time for us.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to do this. Thanks for everything you did for the channel, and yeah, we'll be sending those cards out. I think Monday.
Monday, because they
So
won't
there
go
you
out
go.
tomorrow.
Oh, I do have one thing I want to add.
Oh crap.
James, if you're actually watching this somehow and got to the end of the video, this is my formal challenge of a rematch.
Ooh.
I don't know when we're going to have it. I don't know where you want to have it, but I'll go anywhere, anytime, any place. I'll fly to New Zealand to play you again if I need to. So,
Well,
gauntlet's been thrown.
I don't know.
As the
this.
official recorder of these type events, let us know. We'll go to New Zealand too for it.
Oh, I guess we're going to New Zealand too. We'll have to record the entire match. So
The entire match.
So this is going to be made a short now, and to add on to this, James White,
no.
you're going to have to fly us out to do coverage. So I mean, there you
The
go.
whole package.
We're a package deal now. We didn't.
I really need to not be drinking when I get interviewed.
We did an interview once, so now we're a package.
Yep.
We're a package deal.
We are definitely editing these videos.
All right, man. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed our time with us as much as we enjoyed having you. And we'll be having Az on a FabFaM soon as well. I don't know which one's going to go live first, but we're trying to get back on the FabFaM bus. So if you know anybody that you'd like to see on here, let us know. And
When it's a train, not a bus.
I'm going to end the video now.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I don't have to debate it. James White has calls her Lavia, and he made the game. So
Yeah, and he's wrong. But, you know,
He's wrong. He's wrong. All right. Said James.
tell him to his face he's wrong.
that's good. That's going in the edit. All right.